Hey everyone, thank you for using the school store and for helping us to reduce the environmental footprint of the ENES 100 Introduction to Engineering Design project this semester. We hope you appreciated things about the store, such as the ability to get your parts quickly, the ability to replace any damaged components, the ability to test out things before you bought them, as well as the reduced out-of-pocket costs. Now that the semester is coming to an end, we need to ensure that you return all of the borrowed components so that future generations of students can benefit from the school store just the same way that you did. Let's go over the procedure to ensure that the return process goes smoothly and you know what you need to do to close out the semester. After the final poster session for ENES 100, you and your team should return back to the lab, grab everything out of your cabinet, and begin to disassemble your project. That way you can return any components you borrowed from the school store and donate any other components from your projects that you think may benefit future students. Grab some tools and get to disassembling. Whew! Once you've separated all the components of your projects, what we'll need you to do is sort them into piles of what you can donate to the school store and what we don't need you to donate so that you can properly dispose of and recycle.
Regardless of your plans to donate materials, we kindly ask that all teams remove everything from their storage cabinet, as we have many teams and this will be a great help to the teaching team. Now that your project is fully disassembled, please sort your materials into two separate piles. The first pile should contain all of the parts that you'll be returning to the school store, as well as any other parts you think you'll be able to donate. The second pile will include all of the parts of which we will have no use for the school store, so we ask that you please recycle or dispose of these properly. At the school store, we gladly accept items that are in new and or fully functional condition. Things like plywood or acrylic, wheels, motors, nuts and bolts, motor hubs, Arduinos and cables, breadboards, sensors like ultrasonic or Wi-Fi modules, motor drivers, batteries, safety switches, Tamiya connectors, or any other loose items that may have utility to future students, like springs or balloons, or whatever else you think might be helpful. There are a number of things that we don't want for the school store. These include things like custom 3D printed components, like sensor mounts or gears or other things like that. We ask that you recycle these components into the appropriate 3D recycling bins. Things that are glued together or broken, maybe like that Arduino you fried, we don't want those either. Anything else that may be too specific to your own projects or that is painted or decorated in any way, we please ask you to dispose or recycle that properly. Now that you know what components the school store accepts, please find the appropriately labeled bins and deposit your materials neatly into the containers. Be particularly methodical with the donation of any sensors, as there are a large variety of options. Look for any bins that may already contain the same types of sensors that you and your team wish to donate, and please put them into the correct container. The school store will also gladly accept any wires or nuts and bolts, so please put these into the respective bins as well. If you and your team have any wood or acrylic that has not been too damaged or manipulated, please place these into the bins of scrap wood and scrap acrylic. Additionally, for things that come in pairs/multiples, like wheels, motors, and motor hubs, we ask you to kindly keep those items together. For wheels, put your set of wheels together in a plastic bag, or if a plastic bag is either not available or too small to fit your wheels, tape them together to ensure they remain as a unit. Please then place your wheels into the proper wheel bin. For motors, we ask you to put the set of motors in a plastic bag and include the following information on the provided sheets: your motor's voltage, its stall torque, preferably in newtons centimeters, the no-load speed in RPM, and, if you have it, the model number or brand of motors. After you've put everything in your bins, please just check your station and storage locker to ensure you have properly donated and recycled all of your materials and everything is nice and clean. To recap, after the final poster session, you and your teams will return to the lab to disassemble your projects and clean out your cabinets. You'll sort your project components and place them into the appropriate bins. Your team should properly dispose of or recycle any components that are not accepted by the school store.
Thanks for doing your part to help benefit the ENES 100 school store, to ensure that loads of future students just like yourself will get the same benefits. By making all of these items Wait, where did all this stuff just go?